Pope Francis sets the date for the canonization of two Portuguese shepherd children who witnessed the Virgin Mary 100 years ago. The Vatican says Francisco and Jacinta Marto will become saints on May 13th when the Holy Father visits Fatima, Portugal. Their cousin, Sister Lucia de Jesus dos Santos, also saw visions of the Virgin Mary while the Martos died in early 1900s. Now, she died in 2005, and the process of her possibility of becoming a saint one day is still in the works. Elise Harris, Rome correspondent for our sister organization, Catholic News Agency, joins us. Tell us about the Martos siblings, the soon-to-be saints.
Francisco and Jacinta Marto were very simple children. They came from very pious family and in many ways were like anybody else. But they had the extraordinary gift of being able to witness apparitions of the Virgin Mary alongside their cousin Lucia. And from there became witnesses of not just how to receive a gift like this, but to make it concrete in their lives. So it's something that even after the apparitions, they became widely known for the sacrifices and prayers that they would constantly offer. Jacinta, especially for the conversion of sinners, that was kind of the cause that she embraced after Our Lady made her appeals. She made several appeals for an increase in faith and in hope and in prayers for peace and conversion. So Jacinta really lived that and offered all of her sufferings, including her final illness, for that, and became known for those sacrifices. And Francisco, on the other hand, became known for the way that he would adore God, spending long hours in adoration. He became really an example of what it means to praise God and to just adore Him.
Well, they're
so these
the youngest.
children, I think, are very simple people, but very real witnesses.
Right. They're the youngest non-martyrs ever to be declared saints. And how unusual is it for children to be named saints?
Previously, children were not thought to have the ability to live heroic virtue like adults. So this all changed with a man named Cardinal Jose Saraiva Martins, who looked at these children specifically, Francisco and Jacinta, and said that the way that they lived and offered their sacrifices and their sufferings, but also the events of the apparitions, facing threats at times to be boiled in oil if they didn't lie about it.
Wow.
So he said in situations like that, for these kids to accept death rather than lie was heroic.
Why has the Vatican decided to canonize Francisco and Jacinta, Elise, in Fatima?
I think there are several reasons for this. The first being the magnitude of the event itself and the centenary of the apparitions. It's a huge event that the whole world has kind of been anticipating. And so I think Francis really had this in mind. And I think it's partly, as I said, because of the magnitude of the event, but also to draw attention to Our Lady's message herself. So it's something I think he had very present in his mind, and that he wants to draw attention not only to the saintliness and the holiness of these children, but also to Our Lady and her message.
Wonderful. It's a great story, and we are going to look forward to covering that event in Fatima. Elise Harris, Rome correspondent for our sister organization, Catholic News Agency. Thank you, Elise.
Thank you, Lauren.